Evening all, welcome to the Titanfall. Now, firstly, this game's cool because it's got the word Titan in it, and obviously I love everything about Titans, and I think, secondly, this game is cool because it's got little mechs in it. Little mechs, not big mechs, little mechs. But here we go, this is just straight into it, this is footage for you. Now, those of you who maybe are not familiar with my work, I generally have played a game called Dust 514, so this is kind of coming to this game with that game very much in mind. And I think what's already very interesting about this game, as you kind of see it through here, is effectively a first-person shooter, sort of MMO, sort of, a little bit PvE, and a little bit kind of awesome because it's got mechs in it. It's quite good, and I guess that's my immediate response is it's actually pretty good. But there's a few things in it that I think are going to be quite special. And I got meleeed straight off, so literally the first bit of footage you see, I get owned by somebody who's cloaked. So yes, you can cloak as well. But let me explain the premise. This is obviously a sci-fi game. It comes from the creator, or one of the creators, of the Call of Duty, very popular franchises, and it comes with, I think, a real kind of focus, if you like, on well, quite good gameplay actually. There we go, look at that, blah blah blah, dead. Now it's pretty good. I think one of the key things I'd say about it is it's very unusual. It's not your standard shootery kind of game. But let me just walk you through really what the premise is. You have 6 players on each side. You have the ability to call in Titans, which are kind of very large armored suits. But you also have on each side a group of NPCs who are shooting. These are grunts. Yep. And there's also robots called spectres, which are a bit tougher. And to be honest with you, it works really well. I like that mix between the two. Do you know what? I think this is maybe something that other shooters have not necessarily understood, is that sometimes it gets frustrating for players to have to kind of deal with, you know, very good FPS players, because every game has them. There's going to be those people who literally will just, you know, think you dead and you'll be dead. Whereas this game kind of gives you a bit of a, I guess, a break from that. So they're still good. They're still in the game and they're very good at the game. But what also you have the ability to do is also, you know, shoot the NPCs a little bit as well, which is nice. Again, I quite like that. It probably makes me a massive girl for doing that, but at the end of the day, I don't care. I think it's nice to have that mix. Oh, here we go. Right, now that's a Titan, an enemy Titan, and every trooper you have has the ability to have some form of pistol, automatic machine gun, generally, and every trooper has an anti-Titan weapon. I have like a kind of very powerful anti-shield kind of gun here, I think. Other weapons are rocket launchers, as you see these dudes here, and effectively what happens is there we go. So once you get to the point where you've got enough points, or your time has worked out rather, you can call in a Titan. So let's do that now. So as you do is you come up here, you press V, and then you look up and you see this thing go woo, ka-clunk, bang, right, and then you get into this thing, it grabs you, throws you in, and you then have this kind of next set of the game, which is where you're running a Titan around. Now, I'm running this quite fast. As you can see, I'm really trying to get to the front line and start blapping people, but this thing is ridiculously good. I mean, I love this concept. Titans are by no means powerful. Very much the mechanics behind it are like the tanks in Battlefield 4 or the tanks in Dust. It's that kind of, you know, very strong, very powerful, will do a lot of damage, but the reality is it's not always guaranteed to get a kill. Now, that I've just gone past there, that's an enemy Titan that's got its shield up. So its pilot hasn't got in it yet. But now he's got in it, his shield is going to go down, and let battle begin. And this is really just oh, he's actually better armed than I am. But look, I have like a shield that I can pick up and take his incoming fire from. And he then did it to me as well. So you have rocket launchers on the front of this thing. And look, he's running for me. Yes, I'm going to kick your ass, bro. And this is the game pretty much. And as you can see, he's got his shield up again. That's not good. Oh, he almost shot me then. So it's like the gravity gun, effectively. But there we go. Kablow, how you like me now? And he's dead. And that's it. And that's the premise of the game, pretty much. Now, I took pretty high damage there as well. So you see my health indicator at the top. I have a shield, and then I have armor. And my armor is about 40%. But my shield is now back up, so I'm looking pretty good. Also, you have things like this damage core, so you can actually have like damage boosts, etc. So it's done really well. I can't stress how well it is, but look at that. Kablow. And it feels very intuitive as well, because the thing is, they could get this completely wrong. This could be like vehicles in PlanetSide 2, for example, which are a little bit kind of, well, plastic. They don't feel very tough. whereas I would say this does. Now, I just got completely owned by a termination move, but I'll show you, so you'll see what happened. He ripped me out, and then he threw me down the road. It is pretty cool. Now, that's very typical. You certainly don't keep your Titan for the whole map. If you do if you're pro, but I'm not pro, so therefore I don't. But effectively, you then have another time where your Titan starts to come and count down. Now that's a player, so this is not good. Shoot, blap, blap, blap. But again, I've got the wrong gun. But let me explain. This gun is effectively the Flaylock from Dust. It's called the Smart Pistol, and it's redonkulously good. It locks onto your target, and then you fire around into them. Now, don't worry, it's not it is OP a little bit, but it's not OP for players. Oh, you see a player there? I don't know if you can see that. There was a player on the back of that Titan trying to crack in to the hull. Now, that's pretty cool as well. There's just so many good things about this game that I can't really describe it. I think the fact that it's 6v6 is working really well. I like that because it does mean that, effectively 6 players is what you'd have, I think, in Battlefield. It's certainly what you have in Dust. And I think that works quite well because that means once you've got a good squad of players, you're going to have a bit of a laugh as a team, and that's nice. I like that. Plus, what I would say is this game is phenomenally tactical. So once you've got a squad of people, here we go. My Titan's coming. All right, we've won. So there we go. So we've actually won. Now, there's a really nice mop-up part, and I was just talking about tactics. The tactics of this game are quite good, particularly when Particularly when you've got like a load of mates with you, is that you can do quite a lot of damage and have some fun. But there we go. Let's kick the crap out of that Titan. I think he's dead. Yep, there he goes. Tells you where you're being locked from, but at the end, you see that thing falling out of the sky. That's actually like the assault craft, I think, of the enemy. Now, what you have the ability to do here is the enemy are trying to leave. So you see that intercept 14-13 thing? That's a dropship trying to recover all of the people from the map. So your goal, once you've won, is actually to go and kill that dropship and shoot them down. But I would rather kill Titans because I am that guy. But again, the enemy don't have to flee, but as you can see, they're actually keeping their Titans going. They're trying to obviously mop us up. So it's really nice because firstly, and again, the melee is fantastic. Punching a Titan in the face or punching a trooper in the face is hilarious. So in summary, I think this game has got so many good things going for it. It's fast. It does feel a bit like COD in terms of its speed, but it doesn't feel like COD in terms of its community and terribleness. I think when you die, it's a very quick thing to get back in. So with other games, you get a little bit annoyed when you die because you feel like you're being kind of poked at. Oh, look, you died. Oh, look, you. But with this, you just press space immediately and you're back in. And I like that. That, to me, just keeps you going and it makes it feel less important. There's no economy, though. There's no things that can make it a little bit more kind of interesting. It's just a very much straight shooter. But I must admit, I think it's bloody good. So there we go. In conclusion, it's a bloody good game. We're going to certainly play a lot more of this. So I hope you enjoyed that. We'll see you next time.